Hi, welcome back to another video. I'm Kai. I'm 13. I'm going to go into 8th grade next year. I wanted to talk about emotional neglect, just because I feel like I've probably suffered from enough of it to even have a hard time talking about it. So we're gonna have a little chat one-on-one real quick. For the last couple years, I think I've always, thought kind of little of myself because of the things that people have said, and the fact that I love my family a lot, but I feel like they compare me to my older brother a lot, and it kind of hurts, because my older brother, he's 2 years older than me. He has autism, which he's still a really mature, cool guy, I guess. But he has been studying to become a cop for the last couple years, and he does track and cross country for our school. And my parents are really proud of him because he gets medals a lot for it. And he's been collecting police badges and patches, and he has this big collection of them that my parents are really proud of, and they like to support him in that. And he's not exactly the smartest, I guess. He's good at things that I'm not, like reading and ELA. He's really good at, and I'm not. Those are usually my lowest grades. Those are my B's. I have A's in everything else. And he's not good at math, but I am. I'm really good at math. And I want to be a pilot when I'm older. And he just wants to be a cop. So his dream is more obtainable. And there's a school in Florida that I really want to go to. It's called Embry-Riddle. It's a super prestigious school. There's only 2 in the United States, one in Florida and one in Arizona. I really want to go to that school, but since it's so prestigious, it's hard to get into. And I have a 3.9 GPA. So I'm not super worried about that. But it's not just about being smart, and it's not just about getting good grades. It's about being better. I'm not exactly your stereotypical smart kid. I'm the kid with ADHD who can't focus, blurts out, and is just annoying for everyone to handle. And I think that because of that, my teachers are very difficult on me, I guess, because they like that I'm smart and they like that I know answers, but they don't like that I blurt out, and they don't like that I'm loud and annoying, It's so complicated because I've had the same teachers as my brother almost my whole life, and they liked my brother more than me. They always do like my brother more, because my older brother is the golden child, to say the least. And my parents make that clear. I'm a softball player. I do cheer, and that's all I have for them. My good grades, cheer, and softball. And I think my mom really likes that I do cheer, because it's girly and it keeps me busy in the afternoons. But I think she wants me to focus more on school. But then again, my dad's super hard on me about, living up to my brother and being good like my brother and having an obtainable dream. And I'm not saying that being a pilot isn't obtainable. I've wanted to do this since I was 5. If I can keep a dream alive that long, I have to do my best to get there, to get to where I need to be. And that's hard to do, Like that's really hard to do. I don't know. I get compared a lot to my brother. I don't want to go in any more detail than that, because I would feel bad. Because he's not bad. He's not bad. He can just be mean sometimes. And that's okay. We're siblings. He's allowed to be mean, I guess. And then I also wanted to, talk about the fact that, emotional neglect isn't some sort of joke. It's not something to joke about. So, I'm trying to take this video super seriously. Sorry if you didn't come here for a serious video. I just wanted to, talk about it. It's been something that's bothered me for a while now, and I just wanted to come and talk about it so I could get it off my mind. I get blamed for a lot of things. I get blamed for when my siblings act out. I get blamed for when my sister runs from me. I get blamed for forgetting, even though that's not something people can control. I get blamed for a lot, and that really hurts. So, that's another thing about being emotionally neglected. It's not abuse. It's not like actual neglect. It's emotional neglect, which is hard to explain when you struggle to explain your emotions. I'm very independent because of it. I love my friends, and they're amazing. And normally I would consider myself a dependent person because I depend on my friends. But the only reason that I depend on my friends are because they're the only people I have. And even then, I can barely depend on them. And it's not because they're bad friends. It's because of where my emotional state is, I guess. So it's just really complicated. I'm gonna try and figure some things out. It's hard to say where my life is headed right now, because with the way that my life has turned out, being myself, it's been hard. And to say that I don't want to be myself is the most honest I can say. It's so complicated, and I don't want to make my friends feel like they're nothing, because they're everything. They're my people. They're the people that care about me. They're amazing. It's just me. I'm the problem, and that's a difficult mindset, because no kid should feel like they're the problem. And I know that. But it's not something I can control. And then I also wanted to talk about like childhood depression, I guess, because it kind of consumes your mindset, and you feel like you just can't do anything about it. They're like, I want to like make a reference to Ginny and Georgia real quick, because with the way that they set up the twins, Maxine and Marcus, in their depression as teens, it's like accurate in a way that breaks my heart. Because Maxine is the outgoing, extroverted, friendly one that puts her feelings out there. And she's dependent on other people to make her feel better. She's asking for help in a way that's out there. And nobody does anything about it, and they just call her emotional and dramatic. And that's heartbreaking to hear. Hey, sorry, I had to go help my mom. So there's gonna be like a little cut in between the video. I'm gonna have to edit that together. It's gonna be annoying. Anyway, it's fine. I don't care. Anyway, I was like, oh yeah, I was talking about Maxine and Marcus. So I finished saying that how it was heartbreaking about Maxine. Cause she would go home and she would lay in her bed and cry, or she would argue with her mom, and her mom would just tell her to get over it. And that's awful for teens having a hard time. And then with Marcus, he's introverted. He's kind of the more mysterious one, I guess. And he gets drunk and he gets high to deal with the depression, and it scores with his brain, and then Maxine feels responsible for him, and it just becomes an entire thing because they're trying so hard to be different from each other, and they're just too similar. and they're both going through a lot, and it's hard because Max should be the one. Max should be the one that her parents shouldn't have to worry about. In that she's just that's so heartbreaking. And then with Marcus, he's the problem child. He's the one that the parents have to put all their attention on because they need to make sure that he stays out of trouble. And that's not how a family relationship should go when your kids have depression. Like, that's not okay. And that breaks my heart for both of them. And then there's there's so many people out there who are struggling with this and their family does nothing about it. And they need someone to talk to, but they can't talk to anyone because they don't trust them. It's so hard. It makes me very sad. Because I know what it's like to feel like that, you know? I'm trying to fix my charger. Yeah, it's not great. I think that's all I had to say. But if you guys want me to talk about something with you, I can. Because this is kind of my way of venting, but it's also my way of letting you guys know that if you're struggling with something, then I'm here. Oh, actually, I wanted to bring up social anxiety too while I'm at it, since, we've got emotional neglect, depression. Might as well get social anxiety in there too. Social anxiety is awful. It's you hating yourself because you think that you have to compare yourself to everyone else. It's your brain telling you that everyone is staring at you and everyone's talking about you behind your back and that everyone hates you. Even your friends. Even your friends. It doesn't matter if it's a complete stranger. It doesn't matter if it's someone who's been in your life that you're not friends with. It doesn't matter if it's your friend or your best friend. You're constantly thinking they hate you. And that feeling is not fun. It hurts. It's awful. It's like trying to be like, it's like trying, what's a good example of this? It's like hating something your whole life and then trying it again later and finding that you actually like it. I don't know if that's like the best example. It's the only example I can really come up with because I'm not good at examples, but I'm good at just talking. And oh boy, it's not great. Nope. Not great at all. And then it's also it's just that feeling of being hated and that feeling of never being enough for society that really like messes with your brain. Because if you've got all these other things going on in your life, and then you also have social anxiety on top of it, like, why? It's so bad. Oh, yeah. So, we're also gonna just throwing this out there. Anxiety is just what? Why? Who decided to add on top of all of this and add anxiety to the mix? Because not only do we have social anxiety, but there's also people who have social anxiety and just regular anxiety. My younger cousin has anxiety and he's on anxiety meds. In the anxiety meds, they work, they get rid of your anxiety, but they get rid of your anxiety of getting in trouble too. So he gets in trouble all the time because he's not afraid to get in trouble. Like, maybe anxiety's good sometimes, because you learn from it. But at the same time, anxiety is awful. Like, it's so bad for your brain and your mental health. It's like, I don't wanna like under-describe it, because these are all mental problems. Like, everyone has everyone has a moment when they realize that something is gonna go wrong in their life, and if that something is gonna be social anxiety, depression, or emotional neglect, if it's emotional abuse, if it's ADHD, OCD, autism, if it could be anything, and it all sucks. Like, it all sucks. Okay. Well, sorry to get all, worked up. But, I gotta go. So, it was nice talking to you guys. If you guys want me to, like, talk about something else or bring something else up similar to this, I will. But I gotta go now. So, you guys have a nice day. You can like, subscribe. If you like my videos, I would subscribe. If you are interested in, like, being included. Alright, bye.